Oslo is one of the most beautiful cities I've ever visited and will love to go back again. 48 hours is just never enough. From admiring beautiful scenic views of the Oslo Fjords with the cute little houses nestled by the water, experiencing the floating saunas, and seeing the famous painting The Scream at the Munch Museum. Traveling from Copenhagen to Oslo, which took about 6 hours on the bus, we took a quick cruise from Helsingborg to Helsingborg in Sweden. And of course, when in Sweden, a much-needed IKEA lunch stop is necessary. So, for lunch today we're at IKEA. What a Swedish thing to do! I ordered the famous Swedish meatballs stuffed with gravy and lingonberries and a side of mashed potatoes. It's simple but very tasty, and probably one of the cheapest meals I had in Scandinavia. Amazing, thank you! After arriving and checking into our hotel, we ventured out for the night around the city, visiting the Norwegian Parliament, the Town Hall, and the Oslo Cathedral.
Take a picture, guys. I'll continue the floor. Just go steady around this corner.
Then a stop at the Oslo Opera House. It is located right by the harbor, with an angled roof. It has panoramic views of Oslo and the fjord. At night, you'd see the light sparkling through its glass windows and reflecting onto the water. For dinner, we went to Barcode street food, where there are many different food stalls serving from all corners of the world, in one of Norway's largest bars, before venturing out, playing with the snow, or should I say ice, and exploring the city at night before going back to the hotel.
Take one.
Say hi! We're in Oslo. We're trying to go back to the bus. The next day, we started our day with Viking biking, where we went on spike bikes going through the snowy and icy patches of the road, going to each stop, which was an interesting experience for sure. After our tour, we went back to the Oslo Opera House and walked around and across, this time to the Munch Museum where the famous The Scream paintings by Edvard Munch is displayed. Here you can find 3 different versions of The Scream: a painting, a drawing, and a sketch. One of these is always visible and the 2 others rest in darkness to avoid exposure to too much light. They only show one at a time on rotation during the day. I was lucky enough to just be there at the right time and I got to see 2 versions as they changed to the world famous version, the painting of The Scream. So, I'm actually on my way to a sauna here in Oslo, and I'm changed into my bikini because you only get about an hour in there and it's counted if you're changing. So I'm trying to be smart and save time, so I got changed. After a really quick trip to the museum, I had to rush over to the floating sauna, which I have been so excited for. Oslo is famous for its floating saunas in the fjords where locals and tourists go into the sauna for a few minutes to warm up and then jump into the freezing water, and you're meant to do this 4 to 6 times. You can find floating saunas all over Oslo. I went with Sauna Langkaia, close to the Munch Museum, and with the view of the Opera House. I think spread it around. Yeah. The sauna itself was nice and very warm, and going outside with the freezing wind and the snow, jumping into the water.
Oh, maybe don't close it. Jump. Yeah.
Oh no! Oh.
Well, I opted to slowly step down using the ladder. We're just about to jump in again.
Oh my god. I don't know if I'll be able to do
Okay, not jumping in, but like slowly going down, I reckon. Dipping my toes in first in the freezing water, feeling like there's millions of tiny needles piercing through my body. It's a crazy thought, but it was a definitely refreshing experience after sweating it out in the sauna. And can you believe it? I did this 5 times. After a relaxing time at the sauna, we decided to stay out in the city and find ourselves a cafe to get some hot chocolate and just relax. Living out our best Hugo life, watching the snow fall down from the sky before the night ends. The next morning, we went for a cruise around the Oslo Fjord in the Brim Explorer. This is one of my highlights here in Oslo. It's definitely an expensive thing to do, but I highly recommend it. The fjord has hundreds of small islands, many of which are home to these absolutely charming little cabins and houses you see along the shoreline. It's a video. We are freezing. We're on a cruise in the Oslo Fjord. These tiny homes, or hutter as Norwegians call them, are often summer cottages passed down through generations. They're usually quite modest, painted in bright reds, yellows or whites, and used as peaceful getaways. It's so nice out here, honestly. Like, this cruise is amazing. You get to see like the little small islands around the fjord of Oslo, and you get to see the little houses in them, but they're so cute. After the cruise, we visited the Nobel Peace Prize Center. It is where you can experience and learn about the various Nobel Peace Prize winners and their activities, as well as the remarkable history of Alfred Nobel. The center combines exhibits and films with digital communication and interactive installations. Our last stop in Oslo was Vigeland Sculpture Park in Frogner Park, with more than 200 sculptures of humans to symbolize every aspect of the human life. After a couple of hours on the bus, we stopped by Lillehammer for dinner before ending our day in Elverum, our very last stop in Norway before we continue on to Sweden. I get it. Oh, come on.
Can I throw it?
Yeah, not on me.
Okay. Yeah, you can see it.
It is so cool.